What's up, Fake Mike? Shout out to Fake Mike. Real news. Just want to go live real quick this morning. Fake Mike Real News represents what Truth Community is all about. It's good, Chemtrail, Mateo. But that's not the topic today. It's about building, networking, helping each other out, having differences, you know. Yes, rest in peace. Got to put it to rest. Call it something else. You can't use those two words by definition together. They don't work. That's not what's going on. And I'm going to keep on beating it in the head, beating a dead horse, even though I've never beat a dead horse, because that's not what it is. Just got to come up with another phrase, because none of that goes on. It does in small pockets, but it doesn't go on, you know, as a whole, like a community. Getting to ready to head into the old slave. Yes. Hope y'all have an amazing day too. Slaving away. That's kind of what the video is about. Shout out to I don't know if Kevin's gonna check this video out because I don't know if he's subscribed to this channel. But shout out to Kevin from Rochester. Um, he was going to the legislators meeting here in Rochester. You know, doing real truthing, right? Oh, hold on. I gotta take a time out. Sounds good. That's what I want. Yes. That's sorry about that, guys. I had to take a quick TV timeout. But yeah. Shout out to Kevin. It's good TVP. Shout out to Kevin who went out. He was been planning to go to the um, legislative, one of the biggest times of the years for the legislative meeting here in Rochester, New York. And he was going to do a speech. I'm gonna upload the videos later. I was still downloading the videos um, from what he did, and um, make sure I'm going the right way. And Yeah, I'm up downloading the videos. I'm up to share the videos of what's going on all across this nation and how it's being. People think the news is just, oh, it's the news and the media. Look what it's doing when they're actually out here doing this, not in the news. Like the workings are already in play, and people are on the internet truthing. And I still rock out with Kevin. He blocked me from his group. He blocked me from his group because we don't see eye to eye on things. But like I said, as a part of a truth community, you're not supposed to see eye and eye and everything. It's like he likes a lot of stuff I talk about, but you know, we're just not. We just don't see eye to eye on certain things, and it is what it is. But guess what? I still support him, rock out with him. You know, and he's doing his work, doing his work here. You know. But anyways, he went to a legislative meeting with good rap samples, and lo and behold, the commies showed up. The communist protesters showed up to the legislative meeting to do only one thing, and that was to disrupt the meeting from real people that were going to speak about real things. It's so blatantly obvious that they were paid to come out, disrupt the meeting, right? Because if you could disrupt the meeting about legislator, about budgets getting passed and this and that and da da da, and the people hear people's voices, guess what? Your your communist Marxist ideology is working, right? Because it works hand in hand with the governments that want to go in this direction. Because these lower levels, there are people that you know they ain't totally tied in. Not everybody is tied in, all right? And this is how they do it. And he showed a perfect example of how he was removed yet again, right? He was removed again. And the protests were able to stay and then slowly get pushed outside. And they go outside and they try to tear a pole down, which destroyed governmental property. And then they took the flag, threw it on the ground, stomped on it, and had their little free speech protest. But again, they were, I mean, they literally were like chanting, fuck Kevin, fuck Kevin, fuck Kevin. It was like, wow. I wish I would have known about it. You know, I'd have went down there to record, document shit going on, because that's what I like to do. Show people what's really going on outside of the shit walls of the truth community in YouTube, where everybody thinks they're truthing. But meanwhile, they look out the door and you got shit going on like this, you know? Meanwhile, that's what's going on. What's good, Pale Horse Rider? Shout out to all you stopping in this morning. So, yeah, it was a good, he explained it. He was in there. I mean, he did some shit that, but he was behind one of the speakers. I guess he was like tapping his foot with his foot, and they got angry and they all tried to gang up on him and beat him up. But yet they didn't stop the protesters. They went after Kevin, you know? And how many times have we seen an opposition to their communist, Marxist, socialist agenda, right? That will come out, just speak against them, or just be the opposition and they get removed. They're the problem, you know? And he even called RPD while the sheriff was trying to escort him out. And RPD showed up in droves, right? Because they were like, yo, and they asked Kevin if they said, hey, why are you calling 911? We're right here. He was like, there's not enough of you guys to remove these people from the building. And then he had 911 on the phone, and then he couldn't hear, and so he hung up, and they called him back, and they could hear all the commotion, all the screaming going on from these goddamn uh, communist protesters, right? Talking about some free Palestine bullshit. Same thing you see all over CNN and all that other stuff all around the fucking world, right? The commies. And so they sent RPD. Boom. But he was getting escorted out. They all showed up, and the sheriff said they got it under control, so RPD left. But I guess when they went outside, some RPD officers came back or whatever. But this is what went on, and they tried to tear the fucking pole down, big metal fucking pole. I'm actually gonna ride by there, and I'll show y'all what they tried to tear down. But they got the flag, and then they fucking kept like a video game and like Hunger Games, like these movies, capture the flag. Like they're literally have trained people to play capture the flag, capture the statue, and all this other crazy dumb shit. I mean, it's just simply mind blowing what they've done. And like I said, they get together and some of these people I think believe the shit that they're spewing. And the thing that tripped me out is I watched the news and they didn't report on, too much. But there was a Corvette, okay? A Corvette outside with a Palestine flag in it. Are these people local? I don't know. But there was a Corvette. Now, it's December. Who the hell's driving around in a goddamn Corvette in December? And last night it was freezing cold and super windy. Who the hell has a Corvette in the winter? Just yeah, I mean that was crazy. You know, I'm like these are things that I see. Okay, they were sent there to hijack this meeting. When else do they protest? They never protest. Why go to the meeting? They could say, "Oh, I want to have my voices be heard." They ain't having. They could just do what they do. Demand one of these politicians, let them speak at an event somewhere. No, they don't do that because this is all orchestrated and planned. They were del- deliberately put there, not to voice their opinion, but to sandbag, suck up time so real people can't talk. Kevin couldn't talk. Other people couldn't talk. That's what they do, man. The communist agenda is full swing. That's why I say we're not on here truthing. This ain't no fucking truth community. That's why my retirement is coming up in a few days. I'm done. You know, and like I said, I'll still come on and talk here and there, but I'm good. You know, they want to ban channels now, and video and ID verification for your YouTube Google account. What? No, I'm not about it. If they want me to do that to be on their platform, that's letting me know I don't need to be on their platform. You know, I don't need to be on it. Catch me on it. You'll find me doing something else. You know, just y'all need to find me. YouTube search. Yeah, right. The Matrix. You know, yeah, right. The Matrix. That's why I don't want to do stuff alone. Yeah, I mean, alone is crazy. That's why you need a community. You see what they do? They disrupt it. They're pushing their communist agenda with the community. Everything that the truth community talks about, right? Against all these people going here, doing this, and doing that, like even me right now. But that's an actual community. Doesn't matter what they're talking about. They're coming together for something. These are like preschool principles, right? These are preschool ass principles that the truth community that does so much research and understanding and so awake couldn't figure out. I mean, that's just simply amazing. When you put the truth community on trial, like it literally it can't stand up to what the words mean. It doesn't represent anything of that nature. Lose that shit because there is no truth community. You know, doing things like that. Now that's doing real stuff. I got no complaints. One man or 20 or 100, that's doing something. You know, because that's a community of people coming together. Building friendships, building community. That's happened. I've met a lot of people you know through those things. That's what realness is. It's not dividing. It's not arguing. It's not trying to like tear each other the fuck apart, destroy each other, kill each other, whatever the fuck all that shit is. Because that's the same rhetoric that they say. The same words that they scream. If you listen, you hear it throughout the truth community. You know, wishing death and killing people and out. You know, what that shit they say? Oh, 86 them and all this other stupid shit on over in that community. All right. I mean, that's nothing but the same energy, just in a different channel, just in a different channel of energy. You know, but this is what, and I'm gonna share the video, so just check them out. I mean, this is like real stuff that's going on. You know, real stuff that's going on. It's just one person going out there, and then there was other people there. But he shows. I like when he goes out there because he demonstrates what I'm trying to say, and I've been saying for a long time. He's demonstrating that these people are out here, and they're actually disrupting, doing all kinds of craziness, getting away with it, and the law enforcement is actually helping them. And when opposition comes out, like people like us, because there's only a few, and there's more of them, who do you think they're gonna? It's by numbers. If there was 1,000 people at that meeting that were against what these people are doing, oh, it wouldn't have been. It would have been like, all right, look, man, listen. The smaller group would have been removed first. Okay, I would assume more likely that's how it would go. But when there's only a handful of opposition to their type agenda, right? No, no, you're gonna get removed. You might even get arrested. That's how crazy this stuff is. You know? Yeah, man. These commies are the epitome. You know? They're these commies, and unfortunately, there's pockets of what people call the true community that are actually supporting, unbeknownst to them, that same ideology. You know, because again, what is the object? Destroy America. This is like the last republic. Like it needs to be destroyed. So if people are like, look, it's a corrupt government, we need it overhauled. Well, that's forming their communist agenda. Get rid of the government. Take down the Constitution. This is, where they're headed because the regular person could be so frustrated, like, well, I think we do need to update the Constitution. I think we really do. Not understanding that those are the things that is actually holding types of freedom together. You know, they want to tear the government down instead of removing the people, getting the people removed that are causing the problems in the government. You know how they come in and they'll, okay, look, okay, there's a group of people over here. Let's get these people out of here because they're the ones doing all the trouble. The other ones say, we don't. It's reverse psychology. See, the people are supposed to come there and say, look, we don't want these fucking people in here. We don't want these people, calling the shots. They're all wrong. Look at this stuff they're doing. And go through layers and teach people like what they've done. Actually, instead of having lawyers in the legal system support that crap, there are lawyers out there who do this stuff, but you don't see it in the news. They're censored. You know? Yeah, that's the same guy. That's the same one, Kevin. That's the same video rap samples. It's Kevin, the same guy. You know, same one. He's out there. You know, I mean, he's a little. He does a lot of stuff over the top, but he still will pull the message, the divine message out that people need to see if they got eyes to see it. You know, it's the same guy. You know, and he was even out there when I was recording all the BLM stuff. He was out there. I didn't know him. But I look at the old videos and I see him. You know, and and it's crazy. And I was like, I do remember that. I do remember him. You know, but yeah, it's the same one, man. You know, but that's what happens when you know, But I'll share the videos later. But it's Rochester, New York, and they're doing this in your neck of the woods in some way, shape, or form. And that's the thing, they do it. They have these meetings late at night. So nobody's around. They don't really. The news doesn't come out saying there's a legislator meeting this day. Come down and show yours. They don't do none of that. Have your voice be heard. They do that to the other people, the commies. You want your voice heard, come to this meeting. You know, but the people as a whole, they don't have big news stories. All right, there's going to be a legislator meeting. You could do this and that, and have your voice heard on the budget on this. This is what they're doing here. That's real report. That's real news. They don't do that, man. You know, it's crazy. So it is crazy, but yeah. So that's what sparked this video. Just more of the same old. But people want to stay on the internet and think they're truthing and exposing the system. Meanwhile, the system is. Yeah, I mean, there's the other thing going around about 3 days of darkness. You got the movie coming out. Now you got the 3 days of darkness. Well, when is the 3 days of darkness? Well, that's December 3rd, 21st. Where the sun sits still for 3 days, and it's, you know, uh, the darkest, the longest nights of the year are those 3 days. You know, they bring it out with this energy and put all this other stuff behind it. 3 days of dark, be scared, do this, do that. Hey, we should already be prepared. It is what it is. You know, it is what it is. 3 days of darkness is them just ushering the energy from us and harvesting that at that time by putting fear in us, having us all worried so they can further whatever, fuel their energy. You know, 3 days of darkness, ironically, coming out again. It's all you're hearing. 3 days of darkness, 3 days of darkness. Oh, they're going to turn the lights off. Oh, there's going to be 3 days of no lights. Oh, you know, I look at it as no, they're just harvesting energy for that timeline. And that movie is helping fuel that. I mean, there's normies that saw the movie and was like, whoa, that got me that's pretty, that's pretty crazy. I never seen anything like that. You know, what kind of spirit are they trying to invoke? You know, that's what I look at. Lights go out, let it go. Go, the candy, go out. What's there? Everybody, get your panties in a bunch. Should already be prepped. That's what I'm saying. Like the whole true community shit is like, dude, like, the fuck is y'all doing? You know, it's sad. It's fucking sad in the sense, just fueling their uh, fueling their shit forward. Stay on the internet, talk about all their stuff, make it more relevant, put more energy into it, come with another twist. I mean, that's, you know, I can understand like deep research and stuff like that's different. I'm talking about people that talk about like mainstream shit, and this and that, and shit that don't really matter. All that I'm see this is another thing. Let me clarify. I'm not talking about the deep stuff that people do. People go real deep with stuff. That's different, and that's on an individual person. That's just research. All right, that's research showing what is. And that's truth. That's the real truth shit. People think I'm throwing the whole fucking, I'm driving the bus off the cliff. No, man. We just dumping people off the bus. You know, people trying to get back on the bus in the boneyard. No, that's why it crashed the first time. So that's what I'm doing. So, but yeah, man. But just let this know this type of shit is happening in your neck of the woods, all by design. Think about that. They all were let in they target one individual. And if they don't want you there, you're not coming in. Point blank, period. They don't care about free speech rights or any of that. It does not matter to them. We all know if they don't want you in something, you're not coming. I mean, look at auditing and recording. You know, I wonder. I would like to see, like an auditor go to, some do, but it's like, think about it. If they don't want you there, they're not gonna let you there. But they let about, I don't know how many people, it's 30, 40 people come in with signs, with turbans, face coverings, all this stuff, and they already know what they're gonna do. I mean, they know they're gonna disrupt. I mean, ain't there rules to this shit? Like, ain't no such thing as free speech. Only when they want it to be free speech does free speech apply. They could be like, look, man, this is a legislative meeting. Like, fuck what y'all talking about. You get your time to talk. They give you a time limit, and if you go over that time limit, they cut you off, or they said, look, you got to stop, or hey, this meeting will be done. But yet, they, that there's rules there, but there's not rules and people coming, and they're going to disrupt the damn thing. No, that's how you know it's all orchestrated and planned. All orchestrated and planned. You know, so real people can't say real things and really voice real concerns. Free Palestine. What the fuck are you talking about? Free Palestine? Some goddamn county legislator. That shit don't even make any kind of sense. What kind of sense does that make? I mean, that's just stupid in all capacity. Like you're going screaming at a county legislator, free Palestine. Like what? You in the wrong goddamn place for that. Like, I mean, that's like going in Walmart and screaming, "I want Target." Like seriously, I want this in Target. You know, go in Walmart screaming, you know, I want you to put man pawns in Target. You dumbass, you're in Walmart. We're not gonna. We already got man pawn. What are you talking about? Like this doesn't even make any sense. You know, going into the county legislature talking about free Palestine and all their concerns with 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 what? Should be with just war period, but it's like free Palestine. Like, wait a minute, what are you? I mean, God, it's pathetic. Truly is pathetic. You know what's happening and the mental of the human being on how docile it is. Even it's just sad all the way around. You know, totally sad. But shout out to Truth Fighters for the man pond thing. You know, makes my day when I hear him do that. So, but yeah. So it's a beautiful day today. Streaming sunshine, not a cloud in the sky. So I can't complain, even though it's only 30 something degrees. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Yeah, TV. They're gonna free Palestine. Like this shit is so stupid, man. And then to see a Corvette. I see the news. I'm watching the news late last night. I'm like, wait, a fucking Corvette? Like, what is this? There's a Corvette outside with a fucking Palestine flag sticking through the goddamn the T-top. And this ain't no old Corvette. This is the motor and the back. This is the back. This is the back. This the C6, I think. That's a C6 or C7, C8. I forgot what number Corvettes are. But it's wild, man. But yeah. So a Corvette. But I'm gonna ride by there and I got a few, but I'm gonna end this stream because I'm about to go in and get me some hot drinks and yeah. But a damn Corvette outside talking about free Palestine. Okay. Unbelievable. But peace and love, y'all. I'll talk to y'all later. And if I see anything when I go by there, I'll go live again. But yeah. Peace and love, everybody.